Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another Shop My Eyeshadow Stash or Build Your Own Palette video. I'm really excited to do this because we're in a time of year where some of us may be in a bit of a slump. I can definitely relate to that. So this month we are doing a Positive Vibes palette. If you want to see my palette, the swatches, and a look or two, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with somebody that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So how are you? I'm good. It has been a night and a day. So August's asthma was acting up and it was going downhill. I was just hoping he was going to like get some sleep and calm down. And it was just so bad that he just couldn't even sleep. So I ended up having to take him to the hospital last night. And I kind of feel bad because I think I waited a little bit longer than I should have. But all in all, we had a pretty good experience at the hospital. I was definitely there, or we were definitely there all night from about I would say 10:30 to about 3:30 a.m. And they saw him fairly quickly, but the breathing treatments and the steroids they had to give him, they wanted to watch him. So usually they have to keep him for an additional 3 to 4 hours after having, you know, the strong treatments and medicine. So he's doing really well. And I'm very, very thankful. And usually I don't wait. I just think like the weight of yesterday, oh my gosh, it was just a lot yesterday at work. And so at 10 o'clock, you know, I'm thinking I'm about to lay down. And then he was just in distress. So yeah, we did that. And I think I had a little bit of anxiety about, because I have anxiety and I have driving anxiety. So I think I had a little bit of anxiety about, you know, leaving late, which hospital I was going to go to. And I do all of that and I get on this hamster wheel and I go absolutely nowhere. So I'm glad I kind of figured it out fairly quickly, but it's something that I'm working on. And, you know, made it through today. And I didn't go to work and I was here for the carpet installation. And I wish I had taken some before pictures, but I'm kind of embarrassed because if you've been with me for a couple of years, I did mention 2 years ago that I was going to have to embark on this involuntary remodeling of the basement because my whole basement needed to be waterproofed. And so it's taken 2 years, but you know what? I'm out of my procrastination era, except for last night a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to be kind to myself. Everything is okay. So make sure you're being gentle with yourself as well. Please let me know how you're doing in the comment section and the chat, or the chat, whichever you prefer. I also have to just share that my Marky made the honor roll and I'm going to be going to a ceremony in the morning for him. So really proud of him and he just loves school. So overall, I am blessed and I try to think of those things when we get into these slumps. You know, sometimes it has to do with the weather. Sometimes it has to do with the weather and things going on. Sometimes it's just because of things going on and just the weight of everything. So I think that a Positive Vibes palette was perfect for this month. So let me just tell you a little bit about the collab and then we'll get into this palette and the looks. So this collab was started by my friend Kelly over at Keep Beauty Real and we just wanted to figure out how we were going to use our beautiful singles. Oh my gosh, right now I'm really not, no, that's not true. I wore a single last week. I wore Mocha Twilight. I think Mocha Twilight by Terra Moon. So I'm not going to say that. But I definitely don't use my singles as much. And I never have used them as much as palettes. I think I did more swatching of the singles. So this was just to give our singles the shine that they deserve because they deserve to be more than swatched. So Kelly and I decided we were going to come up with a theme for each month and we would pick out 10 shades and we would just build our palettes and see what each other came up with, and we've had some other content creators join us along the way. I really haven't talked to anybody too much, not even Kelly. Like, you know, we touch base here and there, but it has been so busy. So I'm not sure who is collaborating in this month's BYOP, but once I find out, those videos will be in the description box, and definitely Kelly's will be as well. If you are a content creator on YouTube or Instagram, this is an open collab, so please feel free. I've had some people tag me and I've reposted the palettes in my stories. Feel free to join us because I love seeing the palettes that we create. They are beautiful. All right, so positive vibes. You know, I really was just thinking about the types of shadows that have made me happy lately. And so when the palette finally came together, it kind of surprised me because initially I'm thinking, oh, positive vibes, something bright, yellow, but that's not a palette that I'm gonna really wanna wear. That's not a positive vibes palette for me. So when I think about my singles, some of my favorites are the gray based duochromes. I absolutely love them. You cannot tell me anything about them. I just think they are so beautiful and so unique. Some of them have like just minor shifts from one another, but different shifts nonetheless. They have to be my favorites. I love the fiery duochromes too, but the gray based ones, they really, really caught my heart. And then when I thought about mattes, you know, I thought about all the cool tones that I have been loving lately. And so that's how we're coming up with the palette that we have, or I am coming up with this palette. And when it comes to mattes and singles, hands down, Sydney Grace has the best ones. So all of the mattes in the palette are going to be by Sydney Grace. And I'm going to have to take these out. I need a I'll get it. I need a magnet, but let's get into this palette. I'm gonna turn the exposure down just a little bit. Don't do it. So here is my positive vibes palette. Now I know it may look a little gloomy because of the gray based duochromes, but my favorite color is gray. And I just think gray is such a calming color, so beautiful. And I tried to give myself enough options for a variety of looks, but still come up with a palette that's somewhat cohesive. So that's how I came up with this, and I love that it fits in this old KKW Beauty palette. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more. All right, there we go. And so you can see these are gonna have some shift to them, and that's very exciting. So now we're going to get into the shade names, the brands, and the swatches. I'm gonna get my magnet. Okay. If you know me, I also like some type of organized structure. So you see I have the mattes on top and the shimmers on the bottom. So I'm gonna go up and down when I swatch these. All right, let's do it. Our first matte is Moon Landing by Sydney Grace. I thought this was Birthday Girl. Okay, I thought this was a different shade, but I love this shade actually. It looks kind of like Birthday Girl from Sydney Grace, I thought. But this, my friends, is the one and only Tool by the Glam Shop. That's exciting. What a surprise. So I want to say this looks like Birthday Girl from Sydney Grace. So if you have that, let me know. That's exactly what I thought this was. And I bought Birthday Girl because it looked like Tool. So yes. Surprise, surprise. Next up, we have the shade Officer from Sydney Grace. Woo. Next up is the shade Moonshine from Terra Moons. Oh my gosh, in my old videos, you know what I used to say? I can't see. Like, this is so beautiful. It's so wet looking. Ugh, can't. Shan't. Next from Sydney Grace, we have Adore Me. I hate how when I film, like, I don't prepare. Like, I need to have wipes. Oh, there's a washcloth right here. I'm just gonna use that. Like, come on, girl. You should know this by now. From Terra Moons, we have La Lune. Oh, this is so gorgeous. And this is what I'm talking about, like the gray and the shiftiness, like that green right there. You've got a almost like a, it's not lavender. I don't know what color it is. Some type of purple, rose gold. I don't know. But look at that. I can't. My arm can't go back any further. All right. Ooh. Next from Sydney Grace, we have the shade Brilliant Realm. That makes me think of Game of Thrones, The Realm. Speaking of which, House of Dragons, I believe, comes on in August. And I'm so excited, or comes back on in August. And I read the book. So House of Dragons is like only a small fragment of the whole, like, Fire and Blood. Is that what it's called? Fire and Blood. It's so good. Okay, and look at the pigment of this shade, because this is so good. That's what we've got so far, and I'm loving the color story. So now that I have a TV in the living room, we're gonna be watching Survivor. Marky loves Survivor, and he knew, like, he only watches it on YouTube. Like, he just rewinds. I'm like, no, I'm gonna show you how to watch a real show. Like, we're not gonna rewind.
I don't want to watch Survivor.
Well, you know what? Speaking of that, I was just talking about that. We are all watching Survivor. We are thankful for family time. Okay, that's fine. All right, this is a discontinued shade from Terra Moons. It's called Callisto. It's very, very good. And I did damage her, but she's very good. Our last matte in the palette is the shade Midnight by Sydney Grace. This is the one. This is the one I used the other day, so had to be in this palette. Forgot I made this palette. When did I make this palette? I made it a few days ago, so I forgot. Mocha Twilight. This is the one I wore, and I just had to have it in here. It's one of my favorites. So beautiful, from Terra Moons. All right, here is my Positive Vibes palette, and this is definitely already doing its job because of how happy I am just swatching it. So putting it on my eyes is gonna be so beautiful. Actually, the swatches might be more beautiful because, you know, we don't have all the real estate sometimes on our eyes to see all of the beautiful shifts. And I don't know, I really like this color story. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's perfect. Please let me know what you think about this color story. Sometimes when I do these palettes, I'm rushing, but I really took my time with this one. And so, I don't know. This might be one of my favorite BYOPs. So, I think we need to do 2 looks with this because it's just so gorgeous. I can see myself keeping this one together for a while. I keep it together and then don't use it. Like, I had to take out the BYOP I did a few months ago out of here because I said I was going to keep that together and didn't use it. So, but in theory, I'd like to keep this one together and use it beyond the video. And we'll see. We're getting into we need to clean our brushes territory, but I think I can find something to work. For eyeshadow primer, I am wearing the Glam Light Icing Primer on my face real quick. Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Foundation, LYS Bronzer, Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm, Dior Lita on the lips from Dior. Concealer is my Natasha Denona. Powder is my Ben Nye Pink Powder. Okay, let's do it. Oh my gosh, I really don't know where okay, yes I do. All right, I can't remember all the shade names, but I'm gonna go into this one first from Sydney Grace. I don't wanna damage the shades, taking them out. But I'm using the Glam Light Blender from the Friday the 13th collection. I'm just gonna use that to go slightly underneath the brow bone. Oh, and with this primer's a little emollient, which is fine. And a little goes a long way. Like I take one tiny dot and it's good for both eyes. It's a nice primer. I've actually been wearing it since I can remember, which is like a couple of days, because I can't find my Nars one. It's working out nicely. So I love how this color is showing up. And again, this is a color I just I don't know. I wouldn't even have thought twice about, to be honest. So I love that. So we're gonna just stop there. This one's Officer, so I'm gonna go into that one, same brush, and focus it more in the crease, just to build some depth in the look. This is giving me Xenon vibes. And that's the first, so the first thing that I went to do was take out Sposh and Ebb from Xenon to put in this palette. And I was like, no girl, like use your other singles because you may have something similar. And so that was kind of the inspiration because Xenon made me so happy last year. I actually need to pull her out again and use her soon. I'm gonna go into the Midnight shade here, and that's gonna be on the outer corner. I'm not gonna do too much with it, but I just want it to be a little smokier. And I like that I'm doing this look. I'm not going anywhere, sadly, but this might be more of a, I don't know, I mean, I'll wear any looks to work, you know, but I would think this would be more of a nighttime, evening look. It's a nice black. So that's what we're working with, and I actually want to go into this shade here. Now, is this Brilliant Realm? The Realm? I can't remember, because now I'm bothered, because I want to know what it is. Oh no, Moon Landing. All right, we're just going to take a little of that here. Y'all know I've been liking the Spotlight eyes. The only thing that sucks about it is like I only have room really for one shimmer, but I have said this before. It's like when you use too many shifty shades, you take away the shift because you're trying to do too much and you're not able to let the shade shine, you know, on their own. Callisto is so pretty. I'm thinking about that for an inner corner. Wink. But then I'm like, Tool would be so pretty with this, but Callisto would be, let's go with Callisto. Because Callisto is a shade I've not used in a long time, and I just think it's going to give me something different. So let's zoom in a little bit. And Callisto isn't even, I don't even think it's a duochrome. I think it's just one of their metallics. And again, it's discontinued, but I'm certain they have something that's comparable now. It was just always a shade that I really liked. And I remember every time I used it, people would say something about it because it was discontinued. Like, I really wanted to get my hands on this shade. I think that's pretty. I'm just using my brush to blend it into the matte. And see, like, lately I'm just like, I don't know. I just haven't been wanting to have so, like, not the sparkle, but just so many different shimmers. Because I just really want to let the shimmers do their things. Okay. Yeah, I really like that. I know it looks kind of gloomy, but it's definitely picking me up. I mean, we could top it with something, I think, which might be neat. Do I want to do that? Because if I top it, it's going to have to either be, let me see, I'm going to have to check this out. It's either going to have to be Moonshine. Oh, that might be a combo. Okay, I'm just going to take Moonshine, just a little remnants, and let's just see, because I feel like Moonshine is a little chunkier than, okay, that's giving me the pop that I kind of want. So I'm just tapping the shade like this. Any other shade, I mean, Tool might have worked, but I like that I can see in the camera, you can't even really see Callisto that much, but I can see it. And the flakes in here, Moonshine, are still allowing Callisto to shine through. I'm sounding so analytical. Okay, enough. I like this. I like this. That's it. I have to justify it. All right. For the under eye, I'm going back into Moon Landing. Just keeping it light. Going in the Officer. Tapping it in the outer corner there. And we need an inner corner highlight. Almost forgot. And I am going to go into Tool. There's Moonshine I already used. And then the gray ones, and Mocha Twilight, that's not going to work for me. So let's just stick Tool here. And I think that goes beautifully. It's like windy and rainy here right now. And there was like a big crack of thunder this morning when it rained. I was like, what is going on? Because I didn't think we were getting this storm. You might want a spray tool if you have it, or these shades, you know, with the larger flakes. So I definitely have some on my face. I don't care. All right, here is my first Pick Me Up look. And it's definitely making me happy. I'm gonna put on liner and mascara, and I'll be back to let you know what I'm thinking about the first look. All right, y'all, I'm back with the finished look. I was trying to do something different, and I wanted to use this shade Camu Camu from Natasha Denona. That's from the Yucca collection. So I think you can see it. The only thing is it's not the best eyeliner formula, I don't think. And I had a hard time getting it in the waterline, but I do like the effect of the gray, and then this, it's not quite neon, but you know, giving that gray and neon vibe. All right, so let me know what y'all think about this look. I think I like it. All right, y'all, so yeah, I definitely want to get into one more look. So let's get to that me and do another one. All right, y'all, back to do look number 2 with our Positive Vibes palette. I'm gonna go into this shade Adore Me from Sydney Grace. Get ready to go to karate. Oh, so Marky had his ceremony today, and it was really cute. He did great, walked across the stage, got his certificate, and then got an early dismissal because I was sending him back to class because I ended up, as I was saying, having to take August to the hospital. So initially I was thinking about taking off, but I was like, let me just go ahead and work a half day because, you know, I knew the program wasn't going to be too long, but his grandmother was like, oh, I was going to take him with me. So Marky got early dismissal, got some McDonald's. We're going to go into Brilliant Realm. For the realm. So now we're gonna go ahead and go to karate this evening. August is doing well, you know, still coughing a little bit. He's not gonna be doing karate. I was gonna have him go just so he can watch the moves because they're gonna be participating in something called a Shiai on Saturday, like a little competition. So this is gonna be the last day that we go, Thursday, before, you know, the Shiai, but I don't know, I gotta see. My dad's here, so I really like how these two shades are blending together. Oh my gosh, I really like how this looks. All right, I'm definitely wanting to go into La Lune, Terra Moons, because it's just so beautiful. My dad and granddad are out there talking, so you might be able to hear them. Look at that, that is so beautiful, yes. Just taking more Brilliant Realm and putting it on the outer corner. And why don't we do a little Mocha Twilight? Let's just see what will happen. Put it here. Like I said, I haven't been doing too many shimmer heavy looks. We're gonna go ahead and put that there. I love this shade. Hello, August. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just take a smudger brush and go back into, oh, I didn't use, did I not? Oh, I did use Officer. Never mind. Going into Adore Me for the lower lash line. Oh yeah. Literally walked into school, I worked half a day, and just felt like I was getting a cold. And now I full on feel like I have a cold. Going into the realm, Brilliant Realm that is. But I'm about to take some zinc. I did take my ginger turmeric. I bought some elderberry extract, so I'm gonna try that out and see what that does. And I take my vitamins, but it's just, I don't know, that time. Everybody seems to be sick. Let's do Moonshine. And that's look number 2. Love it. Okay, I will be back with my mascara and my liner and let you know how I feel about this one. All right, I'm back with the finished look. Just mascara today, the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I really like this look. I like both looks, and I love that they're two, you know, really different looks, but overall I think the palette is pretty cohesive. Not that that's the point, but that's what I tend to like. So yeah, I'm feeling both looks today. This is the look and that was the palette. So let me know what you think about it overall. Usually I know what we're doing next month, and I really don't feel like Kelly and I checked in about that. We might have, and I just don't remember. So I'll have to do a post about that, but you know, we'll definitely have a palette for next month. I don't know if it's going to be green. I really don't know. I have no clue. So stay tuned. I will be announcing what we're gonna do next month. So in the meantime, please check out Kelly's video, and I'll put any other collaborators' videos in the description box. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for another BYOP video. I hope this was therapy for you. You know what always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hello. What's wrong?
I'm thirsty and tired.
You're thirsty and tired. Okay. We'll see y'all in the next one. All right, say bye to everybody. You can save your voice.
Where is everyone going?
I just closed out the video.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
You should give them an intro on your carpet.
We'll talk about the basement in another video.
No, you should like give them a tour.
We'll do that in another video.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.